Laura Chen is a database administrator at North Carolina State University. She has been painting for 5 years after discovering it via an iPad app called Art Rage. She paints a lot these days, and instead of having a studio, she sets up her easel in the kitchen area. Her inspiration comes from her surrounding area, and her motivation comes from food. Laura used these 3 words to describe herself: creative, active, original. Everyone, please welcome Laura to the stage.
Thanks, Jack. Awaken to good vibrations. When you are vibrating high and good, you begin seeing beauty all around you. The paintings of my neighborhood and the surrounding area tell us we're surrounded by beauty as long as we care to look. We don't have to travel to exotic places to find it. More barns from the same place in Cary, only 2 miles from where I live. They sell a lot of pumpkins there. I just love the shapes and the vibrant color of these barns. This one got juried into an exhibition. These blue barns are also in Cary, in my neighborhood. The color harmony is the inspiration for this painting. If we simply take the time to see, we will discover how gorgeous and vibrating our surrounding area is. The entrance of my neighborhood. Beauty exists in all 4 seasons, even in wintertime. Good vibrations make us notice vibrant and harmonious color, interesting shapes of color, the gesture in trees, the rhythm of shapes and the lines. Across the street from the entrance of my neighborhood, this house has always been empty. It seems mysterious a certain time of the day. I wanted to capture the mood of this place, hoping the painting turned out unique and compelling. We often don't notice these pretty shapes and color because we forgot to look. I discovered these overlapping barns after a strawberry picking in the neighborhood. They would be overlooked if I had not stopped for an interesting sign behind the parking lot. Once I start looking, I keep discovering gems on my daily commute. These pretty barns and the trees with gorgeous reflections were hidden behind a CVS store. Only noticed them during a traffic jam. Upon further investigation, I was rewarded with this lovely pond in front of it. Downtown Apex is so lovely and full of rich history. The mixture and the varieties of specialty shop makes it rather unique thing. I like to exaggerate the actual color. I also like to use simple brushstroke and a simplified design to describe what I see. Another one of downtown Apex. Edward Hopper, David Hockney, Emily Carr, Urs Kirchner, Gabby Munter are a few of my favorite artists. I just love the use of color, the shape, simplification, and the design. The house on Blount Street was in the middle of restoration. The back was covered with blue plastic tarps. I love the effort they put into preserving this ivy-covered, dreamy, and a magical house. Reminds me of English cottage. I was fascinated by the geometric shapes of this historical building, their varieties and the repetitions. I was also attracted by its vibrant color. At Mordecai, I know the insiders pronounce it differently. I'm not an insider, just an admirer of these buildings with dramatic color contrast. I also like the contrast of the shadows against the well-lit pink ground. Blount Street again. Love the architectural design. Plenty of good vibrations here. By the way, the medium I use for all my paintings is acrylic. I started painting my neighborhood area and these local area since August of last year. Paint a lot. This actually is one of my favorite. This house was tucked at the back of the street. I heard it almost got torn down at one time. Some may not consider this worth painting. To me, it's simple structure. Purple roof, yellow-green walls have so much personality and dignity. Another one on Blanc Street. It turns out what inspires me is simply just my everyday familiar surroundings. It has all the good vibrations and the ingredients that I need to create interesting paintings. I don't have to travel to exotic places to find inspiration. I remember telling people I have to travel to Europe, taking a lot of photos so I have something to paint from when people ask why I only replicate others' work. Replicating masterpieces, that's how I initially learned to paint after discovering painting from my iPad app, Raleigh. The feast store in my neighborhood, my very first neighborhood painting. I painted this one last August. To me, it feels like a 1950s movie set. Replicating masterpieces is a good way to learn compositional principles, painting techniques, such as brush strokes, juxtaposing color, underpainting, layering, all the good stuff. A replica of Gauguin's work, this one was created using the iPad app Raleigh when iPad first came out. I thought digital art is the only art format I wanted to work with. So clean, no messy tubes of paint, brushes. It did take me a while before I started painting on canvas, and I'm glad I did. By day, I'm a database administrator. Databases are challenging and interesting, but not colorful. It feels good to be awakened to good vibrations, adding color to my not so colorful databases. This is my 5 years art journey condensed into 6 minutes talk. It certainly has been a journey of good and high vibrations. Thank you.